Eyeless Jack. Ever wondered what kind of monster would literally eat your kidney and leave you with a $20 hospital copay? The Midnight Snacker, with a taste for human organs. This blue-masked nightmare has black goo leaking from empty eye sockets and rocks a black hoodie like he's perpetually headed to an emo concert. Jack's whole aesthetic screams medical school dropout with boundary issues, all surgical precision with zero bedside manner. Originally appearing in a 2012 Creepypasta, this kidney-collecting creep operates like DoorDash for cannibals. He comes to your house while you sleep, takes what he wants, and leaves without even a thank you note. At least burglars only take your TV, not your internal organs. What makes Jack extra disturbing? He doesn't kill his victims. He just helps himself to a kidney or lung and dips, leaving you alive to deal with the trauma and insurance paperwork. Savage move, honestly. His calling card is leaving victims with weird black goo oozing from their surgical wounds. Basically the worst post-op complication ever. WebMD doesn't even have a page for mysterious entity stole my kidney while I slept. Some say he was once human before something turned him into this eyeless organ enthusiast. Others think he's just hungry and kidneys are the potato chips of the monster world. Can't eat just one. So tonight, if you feel a strange presence in your room and wake up with unexplained pain, might want to check if all your organs are accounted for. Jeff the Killer. The internet's most deranged insomniac with DIY plastic surgery from hell. This nightmare fuels sports ghost white skin, stretched tight like leather, lidless, bulging eyes that never blink because he literally burned his eyelids off, and the pièce de résistance, a carved-in smile that stretches from ear to ear, giving jokers serious competition. Usually spotted in a blood-stained white hoodie, this psycho's signature look screams, "I'm not going through a phase, Mom. This is me." The story goes that Jeff was once a normal teen until a brutal attack involving bullies, bleach, and being set on fire transformed him into a complete psychopath. After seeing his new, beautiful face, he decided to make some improvements, carved in that permanent smile and torched his eyelids so he could always see himself. Family therapy? Nah. He murdered his entire family after whispering his catchphrase, "Go to sleep." Jeff crawled from the forums around 2008. With many claiming the original image was a heavily edited selfie of a girl that went viral as the ultimate cursed image. Despite being debunked countless times, this creepy icon spawned endless fan fiction, cosplays, and became the poster boy for edgy internet horror. So next time you're struggling to fall asleep and hear someone whisper his infamous catchphrase, you're probably just sleep deprived. Probably. Slenderman. This impossibly tall, faceless figure in a black suit stands anywhere from 7 to 15 feet tall with unnaturally long arms that sometimes become tentacles. His blank white face reflects nothing. No eyes, no mouth, just an empty canvas that somehow feels like it's watching you. What makes Slenderman extra creepy? He doesn't jump out and scare you. He stands perfectly still at a distance, watching, waiting, getting closer each time you look away. It's like that one ex who still views all your Instagram stories but never likes your posts. His powers supposedly include mind control, causing memory loss, and inducing slender sickness. Basically like the flu, but with added existential dread and the feeling someone's watching you through your bedroom window. The scariest thing about Slenderman isn't his appearance. It's how he crawled from online forums into our collective nightmares and even into real-world crimes committed in his name. He's the ultimate example of the internet creating something that refuses to stay in its digital lane. Sleep tight tonight. Just don't check those dark corners of your bedroom. Smile Dog, the internet's most terrifying four-legged nightmare factory. This digital demon looks like some twisted version of a husky, with a face that'll have you yeeting your device across the room. We're talking about a human-like grin stretched impossibly wide, filled with gleaming razor-sharp teeth that would make a shark feel inadequate. Those eyes, pure soul-sucking terror, glowing, unblinking, and somehow following you even when you look away. Legend has it, one peek at smile.jpg, and you're basically subscribed to Nightmare Premium Plus. The cursed canine visits your dreams, whispering, "Spread the word." Basically the OG chain letter from hell. Don't share it. Enjoy your mental breakdown. It's like the worst TikTok challenge ever. No dance moves, just psychological torture. This creepypasta classic crawled from the shadowy forums of the early internet, with its true origins lost in digital urban legend. The most famous account involves a researcher named Mary, who went completely bonkers after viewing it. Every investigator since mysteriously disappeared or abandoned their work. Just a coincidence? I think not. Smile Dog changed how we view random images online forever. So next time you're doom scrolling at 3 a.m., maybe just keep scrolling. Your sanity will thank you. Mario. What if gaming's most beloved hero was actually trapped in a never-ending nightmare that we control for fun? Mario isn't just a plumber. He's potentially the most disturbing video game character hiding in plain sight. This mustached man in overalls seems innocent enough with his cheery wahoo and bouncy jumps, but look closer. Those dead eyes never blink. That smile never fades, even as he burns alive or falls into lava for the 1000th time. Not exactly normal behavior for someone supposedly rescuing a princess. Mario first jumped onto screens in 1981, but here's where it gets weird. He never ages, never questions why he repeats the same mission over and over, and never seems bothered that the princess is always in another castle. It's giving serious trapped in purgatory vibes. Think about it. This dude casually commits genocide against entire species, smashing Goombas and kicking Koopas without remorse. He's basically a serial killer in a cute red hat that we've been cheering on since childhood. Mario eats random mushrooms off the ground that make him larger, throws fireballs at living creatures, and sometimes literally flies after eating leaves. If your friend did this over the weekend, you'd stage an intervention. The creepiest theory? Princess Peach is actually trying to escape Mario, not Bowser. Notice how she's always in another castle? Makes you wonder who the real villain is in this endless, nightmarish loop. Momo. What if the last face you ever saw was a woman with bulging eyes and a chicken's body telling you to hurt yourself? Meet Momo, the WhatsApp demon, who slid into children's phones and caused global panic with just one horrifying selfie. This digital nightmare rocks bulging fish eyes that never blink, stringy black hair that looks like it's been through a garbage disposal, and a stretched grin so wide it splits her face in half. Her body, part woman, part chicken. The cursed hybrid nobody asked for, but the internet couldn't stop sharing. The Momo challenge exploded in 2018. Supposedly, she'd message kids on WhatsApp, then slowly manipulate them into performing increasingly dangerous stunts. She was basically the evil version of those like for a TBH posts, but with life or death stakes. What's seriously twisted? Nobody could ever confirm a single actual case of Momo causing harm, yet schools worldwide sent emergency warnings. News stations ran hysterical segments, and parents checked their kids' phones with the intensity of FBI agents. Momo represents our deepest fear. That the glowing screen connecting our kids to friends is actually a portal inviting monsters inside our homes. She's the boogeyman for the digital generation. Sleep tight, and maybe put your phone on airplane mode tonight. The Goatman. This nightmare on hooves is part man, part goat, all terror. Standing 7 feet tall with matted fur, twisted horns, and yellow eyes that glow like broken traffic lights, he smells like a combination of wet dog, rotting meat, and that forgotten gym bag in your trunk. Originally an urban legend from Maryland, Goatman supposedly began as a scientist whose experiment with goats went horribly wrong. Basically what happens when you mess with CRISPR on a budget and without ethics approval. What makes Goatman absolutely bone-chilling is his method. He doesn't just hunt humans, he replaces them. Campers report counting their friends repeatedly because something feels off, only to realize there's suddenly one extra person in their group who wasn't there before. The creepiest stories involve the Goatman mimicking human speech, starting with perfect sentences that gradually deteriorate into bleeding and inhuman screams. Blood Painter. Ever wonder what happens when an artist runs out of red paint and decides humans make the perfect substitute? Meet the Blood Painter. The twisted artist who turned galleries into crime scenes and made art critics afraid to give bad reviews. With pale skin that never sees sunlight, fingers permanently stained crimson, and eyes that seem to drink in your essence rather than just your appearance, this nightmare with a paintbrush looks like someone who definitely got rejected from art school and took it way too personally. The Blood Painter supposedly began as a frustrated artist who discovered that regular paint couldn't capture the life he wanted in his work. So naturally, instead of switching to digital art like a normal person, he started harvesting the most vibrant medium available, human blood, fresh from the source. His signature technique? He doesn't just paint scenes, he paints predictions. Those who recognize themselves in his work meet the exact fate depicted within days. It's like the world's worst Instagram filter predicting your future, and there's no way to untag yourself. The most disturbing part? People claim to recognize his style in famous historical paintings dating back centuries. Either he's immortal, or this blood obsession has been a thing longer than avocado toast and dad sneakers. So next time you're at an art gallery, maybe don't lean in too close to the red paintings.